as you open the Monday morning, as you are all preparing to head over to school. So let's start out from the top. I can see nobody has put their character names in parentheses, so I'll start shooting people in about 2 minutes if I don't see them.
Fuck yeah. Fuck, I'm rushing.
Hold. I'm sweating.
I'm speed running. I'm running. There we go. I'm safe. I'm good. I'm good. Like, waiting. The clock is ticking.
Clock's ticking tick.
I don't see a tick.
There we go.
Okay. So let's start from
You
the...
don't have last names?
Shoot him in the kneecaps.
So, Claire,
So the-
how is your morning routine looking like?
Oh, well, probably ignore the alarm. Wait, fuck the. You probably tried to fucking fuck. I'm assuming that the alarm clocks have fucking snooze functions. I think they did.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta be honest here. Fuck, that's just I just realized.
Nah,
It's
But yeah,
like,
she will.
the fucking alarm
Or-
clock rings and I click snooze. Like, what? What do you click?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they because I'm used for my cell phone. I just clicked the snooze button 10 times, but I'm not sure if alarm clocks had that back then in the
Yeah.
80s.
They had flippers, like where it was like a rotator, or it was like the bell, and they both had buttons. on the back.
Anyway, Claire will fucking oversleep for 10 minutes after the alarm triggers a bit, as she gets out of bed. Her dad's probably also a strong sleeper, so to speak. Actually, he probably be out to work right now because he needs to work a lot. So you should probably make yourself ready. Make yourself some breakfast, a sandwich and some tuna, and head out to school.
You go down the stairs of your rundown building apartment. Go to the bus stop. With the bus. As, well, going down the list. Tatiana, how is your morning routine?
She's probably trying to take off clothes and things like that. She's getting herself dressed and ready. I look at the clock because she knows that there's only so long she has until someone decides to drag her out of bed herself. So she's just rushing, mustily so. And once she gets everything set up and says goodbye to her grandparents, that she rushes off to school.
Well, you also have to wait for the bus. You will see your one of your neighbors probably hanged out, spoken to one another in the past. Claire, waiting at the bus stop alongside a couple of other people.
I assume it's all right for me to say, Mac, that we're friendly enough that she would
Yeah.
say hi to you. Okay.
Yeah, maybe try at the bus every morning. Yeah, we're waiting here.
Morning. You look as ready for the day as I am.
Yes, sir. She gives her the China salute.
Oh, glad I know it wasn't late. I think I unplugged my clock last night, so made it in time.
Yeah, my buttons are. I think they're already thoroughly smashed. I gotta maybe change the clock.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta get a new alarm. The old one doesn't work out anymore. Or worse, you have someone toss some water in your face and get you out of bed.
No, it's. Dad usually goes out to work now. So luckily for me, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, that sounds nice. You're better than me, though. At least you got up.
Listen, it's like listen. I think I'm slowly down to a little bit of a natural clock.
Yeah, I stay up way too late for the natural clock thing.
What are you doing at night? What?
Yeah, I don't know, stuff usually. I always find myself busy with something.
Ooh, naughty. Rebel.
Go to my grandparents. Do not need that type of heat right now.
Yeah, for them, some more small talk. We did not.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
Jack,
Yes.
well, your alarm clock is ringing. Time for school.
Yeah, he's probably getting up, putting like I don't know, a bagel in the toaster. Maybe making sure his sibling gets up. And once he's all ready, he's probably grabbing breakfast and his breakfast and heading out the door.
As Cynthia, me through your morning routine.
I don't know. You know, she does get up a little on the early side. Father's already at work by this point, but you know, showers, dresses, has breakfast. Says goodbye to her, mom before she goes to the bus stop. It's nothing unusual.
You all sort of kind of see each other as you're waiting. The bus seemingly is a bit late, as traffic and cars are passing you by.
Hey, morning everybody.
Hey,
Hi there.
no responsible.
Which which one? Listen, Jack is a quiet kid.
I was supposed to be a quiet
he
kid. I'm
did
my
tell
minus
you
3
not
ego.
to
What the
go to
fuck?
school today. I'm not sure why you're here, but listen.
I can't believe he stole my bit. I'm the quiet kid of minus 3 ego. What the fuck? He stole my bit.
No, you should meet yourself more, Mac.
So goddamn.
Question is, which would any of you be that sort of studious individual who pays
Yes, Claire's a
attention?
nerd. Yes, Claire's a nerd.
Clara, it's looking like you're gonna be late. Class.
Unfortunately, yeah. We'll look at the clock. I think Mr. Grigham will probably be a bit mad. I think don't think I'll arrive to my class. Don't think I'll arrive to class in time.
Listen, it's not our fault the bus is late. They should deduct points for that, right?
Yeah, but he's a bit of a hard ass.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. What do you want to do? Walk to school?
I mean, it depends on the stuff. I think this is a bit of a. We'll see. Maybe we'll see if this turns into a sunk cost for a sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Come on, I'm sure it's gonna be right around the corner, and we can just do that instead of walking however long it takes us to get to the school. Are you really scared of some teacher?
I mean, he does control my grades. I mean,
Matter. It's just the small thing the man tries to tell you to control your life.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, see, come on. It's gonna be all right.
Besides, your grades are gonna be fine. We're in middle school.
Exactly.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Listen. I want to start early. Keep the right spirit, you know.
Oh, school spirit smells like boring stuff.
Listen. I was a bit early to worry about that now with the stuff like college in the future, and Listen, if you want to get a scholarship, you got to get some simple. Even a B will not cut it.
Scholarships don't matter till like you're a junior or senior. Till then, I think we can just. I don't think anybody's gonna care about our middle school grades.
I was gonna say, do you think they're gonna check my ABC drawings from kindergarten?
Oh my god, did you see that finger painting? You were out of line.
It's all right. Come on.
Also, I like to study. How about that?
What is your
Maybe I like to learn. I like you, slackers.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Whoa. I am a professional procrastinator. Slackers is an undignified term.
I get all my work done. My mom's a teacher. Do you think she's gonna let me skip homework?
Oh, that's true. That's like living with the prison warden.
That's rough.
What teachers do you guys have? Because like I seriously don't see these teachers who are so mean to you.
I don't have
Who should
much.
you have most of this?
I got Mr. Grigham. I got Miss Becca. Oh yeah, Miss Becca in English is.
I don't know. Maybe it's because they know that if they're mean to me, I'll complain to my mom, and she'll make a stink with higher ups. I don't know.
I look. Most of my teachers are mad at me for different reasons. It's not usually schoolwork, but as long as I'm passing, I don't think they have a reason to complain.
Spitballs or passing notes?
Listen, the work gets
I'm-
done.
The work gets done. How much is it? Are you cheating on that work?
No, you'll need to cheat when you're good.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
As eventually you just see the bus pulling in as you get in, as it starts to drive through the city. As well, Detroit has seen better days as the automotive industries have started failing and the economy been pushing people for more and more desperate actions. Times are surely tough. They don't seem to be necessarily improving.
We'll be back any day.
As well, don't worry, Mac. Fisk Industries is here to keep the Rust Belt going.
Fucking restore American manufacturing. Wilson Fisk, American patriot, modern Rockefeller.
As you sort of, the bus stops in front of the school as you get off, and you rush over to your class. And yes, I've decided you all have the same class at the same time. You have the same school schedule. Deal with it.
We're fine with it, Grunt.
You're in the
Alright.
same year. I have in fact decided that.
All right.
Because I just remembered how American schools work, and I'm not gonna wrangle 15 bajillion schedules.
It's fine. It's understandable.
Listen,
Imagine
people-
having like everyone in random different classes at random times.
Listen,
Makes
people.
my brain hurt.
Listen. These people clearly need to fucking look copy Claudia's homework.
Depending on the middle school you're going to, you're also going to spend most of your time in between, like at most 3 classrooms, 4 classrooms maybe.
Okay,
It's not till high school that you get everyone into actually different schedules.
I see. Yeah, then and it won't be so weird, as the culture clash is going on in my head. But yeah, you rush into the class, and as you open the door, you will see what call him, Professor Grigham.
Mr. Grigham. You can just give him a different name.
No, it's Mr.
Mr.
Grigham
Grigham.
now. I'm not gonna give him a picture, but Mr.
Just made it up.
Grig. There you go. What's Mr.
Actually-
Grigham take? What does he teach?
Math, probably.
There.
Oh god, not math in the morning. We won't survive
It,
that.
it is math in the morning, baby. But the best time for math.
I thought
If
you were the
Matt can't get his misery, he's gonna make it.
Think of that. You're damn right they will.
As well, usually, I mean, he is a grumpy old man, but as you walk into class and he glances in your direction, you see there's another individual, sort of standing in front. Seems like he was talking to the other middle schoolers, as he'll say, "Ah, don't worry, just come in."
Sorry, Mr. Griggum. The bus driver got a little late.
Kind of grumbles a bit as the man puts his arm on his shoulders. No worries, Professor. I'm sure they didn't mean to be late. Sort of gestures for you to take your seats.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, since you just got arrived, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Dr. Werner. I'm here to talk with kids your age and the high schoolers later on about potential opportunities for education programs abroad.
Ooh.
Mm.
As I was telling the class, I can understand that times are difficult, especially for people around here, so living prices are rising, salaries are decreasing, and educations across the US, it's truly, truly expensive. So I thought, partnership with a couple of large universities across the US, I would try to inform people that you have options if you are merely willing to give less fortunate nations a chance. No, the Eastern Bloc, European countries, does have a bad rep considering its recent history, but things have been on the up. They have been rebuilding, they're investing a lot in education, and schooling facilities are quite adequate and quite cheap. But that's enough of the boring stuff. Anyone have any questions?
Reese.
Yeah. Sorry, you go first.
No, no, you can go. It's
Nah,
alright.
you're a nerd.
First things out of his mouth was like, how much is this gonna cost?
Well, it really depends, but I am here. I'm most acquainted with the Latverian Central University, and I can tell there are many. I guess you would call them scholarship programs. So if you get into one of those, it's completely free. You have your accommodations paid, teaching materials covered, and you also get a small stipend to enjoy yourself in the weekends. And well, it really depends on how well you score on entrance exams. Now I will say this as a world state. If you would pay attention to fucking geopolitics, I feel like I need to specify this.
Claire is a nerd. Claire is a nerd. Yes.
It is indeed like the Eastern, like this universe's Eastern bloc is actually fragmented into smaller countries which have had quite tumultuous histories. There's not vampire attacks, Mac. They're not. NATO is
It was a
not
joke,
bombing
brother.
vampires. You say that as a joke, but I'm not sure about when I read Marvel
That's
history.
true. That's true. We can always ask Lore Master take.
That was the ultimate fuck I just did on Mac. I was the one who said the vampire attacks, but Mac's getting the flack for it.
But no, there's no NATO Dracula wars, but a lot of the smaller countries still are like having armed conflicts, and it's been a tumultuous region since the end of the Second World War. As you know what, in real time, there was this thing called Soviet Union, and this time, the Soviet Union was never able to take control of these smaller countries, and it was like, you know what, fuck this area of the world. It's not worth my time. I will just keep to myself and focus on Asia. So a lot of them have gotten like that area of the globe has a bad reputation of being quite volatile. Everything that's kind of east of Germany.
What sort of courses are like gonna be provided? Are they like related to some specific things?
Unfortunately, given some of the focuses, don't have the variety maybe you would find here. We are there's a clear focus, at least for university. Clear focus on sciences, applied maths, physics, a lot of astronomy. There's a lot of engineering fields, less on the artistic side. We do have, though, there are discussions of bringing a partnership with the National Opera House to sort of start opening more extracurricular activities regarding to the arts. So I think it's only a matter of time, honestly.
Yeah, some people just say, I mean, all right, yeah, that's good. I mean, I kind of want to get into engineering. It's what my dad does mostly.
And I think you would have a bright future with us. You know what? He kind of like sort of searches in their pocket and pulls out a small brochure, kind of hands it to you. Says, "This is part of the development project. If you wanna have a small idea of how it looks." As he hands you this simple brochure that has a couple of pictures on it that showcase sort of the entrance of the university. It's like looks like a sort of a brochure you would give a student there. So it has some of the main areas of interest. You can't read the language, but at least you can see the pictures.
She'll nod, say, "Thank you."
Like smiles and nods. Other questions?
So we're all going to be taught the language there? I assume that's going to be a thing to worry about.
Well, we do have, of course, we'll have international programs. They'll be completely in English, so don't need to worry about that. Of course, learning the language is always appreciated. Hungarian is a daunting language at first, but spend enough time there, you'll be able to easily accommodate it, I'm sure. But the faculty members and courses will all be fully provided in English.
She nods.
Yeah, this is not how I'm building you hope until Charles snatches you all away.
No.
You showed us the dungeons.
I'm showing you what could have been.
He told us many horrible things, Dick.
Yeah, well, good thing two of us aren't mutants, I guess.
I did change my mute. I'm sorry, continue the game first.
Yeah. 'Cause he already said the thing with the art, so yeah, he answered her other question.
I'm not sure if Jack has any questions.
No, actually, no. They've kind of answered all his questions. He was actually more curious what country this was. That got answered, and any questions kind of just got answered. But he also doesn't think he's got good enough grades to get the scholarship anyway. So
Well, maybe that's something you can bring up. Like, what even is a good grade?
all right, what is considered passable to get a scholarship for your program?
No. You know, it's a good thing you bring that up because we've. Well, this was my personal idea, as I realized, you know, there's a lot of people in neighborhoods like this one, which, with all due respect, Mr. Brigham's time and resources are quite short, and people like you don't get the best education has to offer. So we have, in fact, summer camps where people who fit certain criterias for coming from disfavored backgrounds can apply, and they may get flown for a couple of weeks, be sort of taught and prepared for the exams themselves, trying to, you know, equal the playing field a bit.
All right.
So, if I know it can be daunting, and I understand sort of your hesitance, but honestly, all you need to do is have the determination, study and learn, and I think entrance is within your grasp. We don't. Most people will say that universities is only for smart people, but I think we all should try and be more educated, and instead of comparing each other to one another, we should try and elevate one another as a group. It's the weakest link that usually breaks the chain. So we should make sure that that weakest link is the strongest it can be.
Time to go do research at Latveria when
Yeah.
we have lunch, I guess.
Gonna say if there are no other questions, um, um, who would be usually who would which one of you would sit in the back, or are you all actual nerds?
I'm probably in the back. I'm gonna be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Probably also in the bag. I'm not.
Claire's a
Gonna...
nerd.
Okay, Claire, you're sitting then in the front, but you two are in the back. What about Cynthia? Where would you sit?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised I have the option of where I choose to sit. I'm very used to school environments. Your teacher tells you where to sit.
Well, this is
Yeah,
the
but
Prince
see, the
Utopia.
thing, I don't think Brighams cares.
I'm gonna be honest. She'd probably sit like a little closer to the front. She's not in the front row, but unfortunately, she does have to be invested in her studies, even if she doesn't really care because her
Also-
mother is a teacher.
So
Eh.
what the fuck? Country of freedom, my ass.
Yeah, you don't get to choose. You get assigned seats
Oh my
up
god.
until college. Yeah,
What
up until
the
college
horrible.
almost. Yeah.
Don't forget the pledge.
Oh yeah, you do the Pledge of Allegiance every day in the morning up
Oh,
until
yeah, I forgot about that. Oh my.
Yeah, don't forget the pledge.
Uh,
Oh hell, the stay. Wait, no, what's the fucking? I
Um,
forgot how to start.
but
It's
listen,
really, you
listen.
know.
So I guess then, Tatiana, you kind of get someone pushes a pencil in your back.
Hmm.
So you turn around and Eddie just says, "Stall for time. I don't want to do math. Ask more questions."
What I get out of this?
You don't get to do math?
Good point. Mr. Sir,
Yes.
what happens for this? Is like a citizenship thing we to sign out, or is it like parents have to sign out for things like this? Like, how does it?
Ah, no. You will be given special passports will allow you to enjoy. And he'll kind of sort of go into the theatrics. As yeah, you can start asking about legal like things, and maybe when that's done, you can ask for him to describe the place. Like just kind of keep him
Yeah.
going.
She will. She will. Eddie brings up a good point.
As yeah, eventually you'll be able to kind of exhaust the entire hour of the lesson. As Dr. Werner just says, well, it was really a pleasure to meet all of you. Keep that brochure. It might give you a couple of ideas. Pass it around if you want. Don't worry about it. I'll probably come back here when you're in high school. We'll have this talk again, and probably one more time when you are graduating.
She nods.
Well, wish all of you a good day. Sir Griggums, if you mind, as he's sort of escorted out, as Eddie says, "Oh, thank God! Oh, I'm always dependent on your silver tongue."
You better be. You know what? You bring up so many good points. Math is not something I would rather avoid in the morning.
Pop quiz.
So, anyone thinking about going to Latveria?
Do you know where that even is on the map?
Hey, it's somewhere else, which is always a good plus, right?
I don't know. It's probably right by the commies.
Hey, I'm sure that's not gonna be a problem to worry about, right?
Just stairs.
Look, it's something interesting to go and look at. I'm not too sure they don't have much of a way of art programs. I don't think photography is gonna be thinking they care about over there, but something to think about. And when's the time you had opportunity to go to another country? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to talk to my dad about it. I mean, I know he probably. I mean, I know he can probably get me into the college that he graduated from, but this seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, and if they have those cool engineering things, you could be like maybe make some awesome connections and stuff like that. That's the thing that matters, right?
I don't know if my parents would even allow me to go.
Eddie snores and says, "Yeah, make connections in a god-forgotten country halfway around the world. Why don't you go? Why don't you try to get into Empire State like any normal person?"
Just realized something, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, my father would have graduated from the Detroit Institute of Technology, which closed in 1981.
Damn.
Actually, Liberia is the main option to go to college.
Nah, listen. There's Empire State University, the best university in the U.S. That's there. In New York, very close by.
Yeah. When my dad gets $1 bajillion, I can probably go there.
Did you say that in character?
Yeah.
And he just kind of chuckles. Let's get in on a scholarship.
She'll just respond, "Yeah, we'll see which one's easier to get. We'll see which scholarship's easier to get. Keep the options open."
He sort of shrugs and says, "Well, I can write in English. I can't write in fucking this made-up language they have," as he points to the brochure.
I wonder if they're desperate for workers and they're trying to bring educated people in.
Most people kind of run away from that. There's a few wars going on right now. I think there's nothing going on right now, but
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not what I
Yes,
heard. I heard there's still armed conflict in the region.
no, I see some news broadcasts and stuff. Yeah, there's it's intermittent, but yeah.
Well, what was it? We got time until you have to make a decision, right? It doesn't have to happen right now. Maybe about time you try to take the bullet, things have calmed down.
I guess.
So I assume.
No, good.
Actually, she's gonna. So I assume based on well, some of the Europeans, not everyone's up for it. Eddie, you seem to already have said no. Jack?
Listen. I'm not saying no, but I'm not a fucking math and like sciencey guy. No, I wanna do journalism. Like I don't hear jack and shit about that.
I don't know. But I think I don't want to go to a country I know nothing about. I think it would want her to do some responsible research on it.
Ah, you sound so boring.
Oh, I'm sorry. War-torn country. Want to know about it? Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm boring.
Look, all you have to do, go there for the summer stuff, fail the classes, come back. You'll be there for like a couple of days, see what you feel about it, and then bounce.
Might get shot.
Might get shot. That's
Look,
always something.
I'm not saying staying permanently. There are some downsides, yes. But you know what? Live a little. Be a little bit more exciting. See what the world has to see. You don't want to stay every day in your parents' backyard.
To be fair, Eddie, we could get shot in our own backyards.
Also,
That's
true.
true, but at least I know the people around here, so I know which people to avoid. If they speak weird languages at me, I don't know. Then I don't know.
There's a difference between get on the ground and where's the bathroom and somebody's waving a gun at me, so I don't know. I at least want to know what they're saying.
Wow, you guys sound so closed-minded right now. Little minds, little minds.
Oh,
I don't know,
I'm
if you guys are
sorry.
scared, just say it.
Sorry, what was that, Zaz?
If you guys are scared, you can just say that.
I'm not scared.
Sounds like
Can't-
you're scared.
Sounds like you're afraid to open up a book and learn about the country.
I think I want to experience life as it comes instead of just assuming the words of others, you know?
You know what?
I mean,
You know what? Cynthia says, you think I'm just scaredy cats? I have some cool stuff. See if you all are willing to put your money where your mouth is.
And what is it?
Well, first of all, have to ditch the rest of the classes for today.
That's supposed to be a challenge?
No, that's first step, but I know Cynthia here will fail it, so
No, listen, it's fine. If this is a waste of my time and my mom screams at me for nothing, I'm gonna beat you up.
uh-huh.
mhm.
So we ditch classes. I have a little stash somewhere. Well, drugs. It's drugs. But it's supposed to be cool drugs.
What are
Where-
cool drugs?
I'll be honest. One of those, it's like these little pills. I took one, and it just kind of my mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with fuck that. Looks at for the teacher. Yeah, I'm gonna go with fuck that.
Nah, I'm in.
Cool.
Yeah.
Listen, come on. We'll... I'm gonna listen.
No, I wasn't saying no. I wasn't saying no. I'm saying yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You take me for it. Come on.
Come
that's-
on, listen, come on. Listen, I once found one of my dad's old fucking journals he used to keep. He used to talk about the shit he did in the 60s. That shit sounded cool.
Listen, you don't have to take the drugs if you're not up for it, Jack. You can just, be the lookout.
Alright. Alright. Somebody needs to keep you fucking knuckleheads out of trouble, I guess.
I think
Yeah.
I think the term that my dad wrote down was trip sitter.
Yes. That word. Come on, Claire. You want to come with?
Mm, mm.
Come on,
I-
he won't. He can't be completely mad at you if we all go together. The responsibility falls on everyone equally. Then.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't want to take drugs. So that's
You can be another trip sitter with Jack then.
fine.
Yes. We're in.
Awesome. As he sort of grabs his backpack, and yeah, you can all slip away during break. As yeah, you'll be sort of taking a trip. You're gonna take a trip to the streets as you'll find a quiet spot, a couple of the blocks near the school. As yeah, he's gonna go to sort of his little stash as he pulls a break apart and pulls out the paper bag with things in it.
Where did you even get this stuff?
Listen, Damien got them for me. I listen. He's a. I don't think you know him. He's a bit weird, but he's cool. He's cool. He's like, he's like, uh, what's the first year of high school?
Freshman.
He's
Freshman?
like, I think he's like a freshman.
And he just gave this to you for free?
No, I in fact helping him do his homework.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Man cannot write to save his life.
I'm sure that won't be a problem for him in the future.
I don't think he's planning on going to college.
Blue collar work is cool.
I don't think he's planning on doing any sort of honest job.
Well, crimes are cool.
You're
Yeah,
about to commit some.
he's gonna open the bag and gonna pull out a small round pills.
Yeah, she opens her hands.
So, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna take them, so it is just Diana and Cynthia and Eddie that are gonna take one of the pills.
Yes.
Claire doesn't want to be a listen. Claire might be a nerd, but she doesn't want to be a bitch.
Ah, there we go.
But so Claire will go up and like say sorry, Dad, as a whisper.
As yeah, well, Jack, you look at everyone taking drugs as yeah, as you won't you take it. It's not instant. As 5 to 10 minutes pass, you feel a sort of tingly sensation. The extremities of your hands. Oh, let's see who here. I'm glad that the two mutants. Very important. It's very important.
Is it that mutant growth hormone, Grunt?
No, I don't.
Don't do this. Don't fall into that rabbit hole.
As you all sort of glance at one another as Tatiana just sort of kind of takes a couple of steps back, and as she like stumbles, you, especially Jack, you see this clearly because you're under no influence. She sort of doesn't fall to the ground. She sort of teleports to the ground, almost like blinks closer to it. It's like almost a glitch in the Matrix.
Like, there's no mistake that I just blinked and she was on the ground.
Yes.
I was literally looking at. Holy shit.
Oh, I assume we feel weird, right? A little bit
Yeah,
loopy.
you
Is that all
feel
right to
you
say?
feel a bit woozy, a bit sort of dizzy almost, as a slight effect of vertigo kind of hits you.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, it's only them or is everybody or only Claire?
No, everyone
Okay.
feels the effect of
Yeah.
the pills. It's
Because I was
that
like,
just Jack saw this like happening in real time.
because I was like, why do people do this? This isn't fun.
This feels weird.
Cynthia's
Yeah.
gonna, yeah, Cynthia's gonna try to sit down.
Yeah, I mean, as you sort of sit down on one of the steps, you kind of like have a hard time balancing yourself. So you kind of like with your arms sort of anchor yourself to the ground as you manage to sort of get a good grip. As Jack, you glance over as you hear some cracking noises, and you're pretty sure the cement just cracked slightly under her grasp.
All right, Jack's wheels are turning. Is this just like a box in backyard like fence thing? Is this an alley? What is this?
You're like in an alleyway between the building blocks. There's like some trash cans nearby. People are
Any
walking and on the main street, but they're not really like paying attention to you here.
any old pipes or anything lying around?
Probably.
He'll take it and like go up to Cynthia and go, squeeze this real quick, as hard as you can.
Um, oh, okay.
You squeeze the bar and like nothing really happens. Your hands get dirty though.
Fucking just reaches over, wipes it on his like shirt.
The fuck? I must.
Did you take one of the? Did you take one of these when I wasn't looking?
No, that's what's concerning.
How is
Yeah,
it supposed to last?
I don't know. An hour. That's gonna diminish eventually.
Okay, he's gonna keep an eye on them, see if any more weird stuff happens. While also keeping an eye out for cops or anything.
Well, Mac, what was your backstory about your parents again? Send it to
Dad
me.
was a veteran. I did not send it to you. Dad was a veteran, basically. A single dad.
What about your mother though?
She was like a corporate businesswoman.
Well, you didn't send it to me, so I don't know.
You could change Grunt tactically to
I'm
police
in fact
officer.
gonna just change it tactically because
You're a police officer, Grunt, if you want to. Yeah, they're divorced. That's all. That's the only important thing, Grunt. Honestly.
I've changed my mind. You know what? No, I'll keep it.
Her profession is not important, Grunt. It's only that they're divorced important.
Listen, it makes sense. You know what? Because it is a bit upsetting for your dad. Like, imagine you marry someone and then you change your last name to fit her last name and then she divorces you. Don't worry about it.
The only important thing is that she has more money than him. When she left us.
She has more money than him.
Living off that
Yes,
alimony. Damn, as there's a moment, Jack, you spot a man sort of glaring at all of you from one of the endways of the alley. He's a young man, sort of in his probably early 20s, very well, like, you know, sort of athletic build, short dark hair. He doesn't look very happy though. He stares at you for a couple of seconds and then he like seemingly starts walking towards your group.
Towards our group?
Yeah.
He'll whistle to get their attention.
As you all turn. Sorry,
Mhm.
go ahead.
No, no.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah, as you all turn, you do see him, but Claire, what are the chances your uncle just stumbled into you on an alleyway?
We'll be very unlucky.
It would be very unlucky because just like your dad, he is also a
Uncle
military.
Castle, is it Uncle Castle?
It is Uncle Castle. Uncle
It
Frank
is
is
Uncle
in fact.
Castle. It is Uncle Castle.
Uncle Frank is just staring at you, crossing his arms, looking quite upset at this.
Oh.
Do we have time to run? Time
Yeah,
to
he's
climb a
gonna-
fence?
Jack is giving the gesture to get the fuck out of here.
He looks at it and says, "Do you think you can outrun me?"
You can, Jack. It's not. Listen, Frank. I'm sorry. Isn't it? I just want to try. They convince me. I will never try this again. I swear, because I have no idea why people do this. This does nothing. This just feels kind of bad.
Jack behind his back is still giving the gesture to get the fuck out of here.
Frank just shakes his head. Oh. I won't tell your dad about this, but
Frank. I swear I will never do this again. I don't know why people do this.
because they're dumb.
Yeah.
And since you've committed a crime, bam, 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 bam.
And he like walks up and says, "Okay, who's the provider here?"
What? That doesn't make any sense. We don't have that here.
Who is the provider?
Claire will shyly point at Eddie. Slowly.
What the fuck? Claire!
Where?
Eddie sort of kind of swears a bit underneath his breath. Frank approaches and says, kind of extends his hand. "Don't make me shake you down, kid." As Eddie will begrudgingly give him the rest of the bag. Okay. Now, I better not catch you doing this again. Neither of you.
Yes, sir.
That's right. As yeah, he's gonna sort of go up to Claire and says, "I'll see you home. I'll catch up with your dad a bit."
Claire kind of looks very sad, very
He-
scared at everybody
he
here.
just kind of ruffles your hair a bit, and will
Sorry.
walk away.
Claire looks at the others now, the entire group.
Well, didn't think he would take you for a narc, but you know what? I guess
He would have figured it out anyway, eventually.
You don't know. We probably could have run. I don't think he can catch all
could
of
not-
us.
You could not.
You
See,
guys,
that's why I just didn't say anything. This was a lose-lose situation, which is why I kept my mouth shut.
yeah,
Which is what my dad says you should always do when you're talking to a cop. And I know he's not a cop, but he was basically a cop right now.
Good
yeah,
point.
none of us were gonna say anything. Sorry, Eddie.
And I only have to do homework for like another 3 months.
Listen, Eddie, how about this? How about I help you do the homework instead of the apology?
Yeah, no, I'll take that.
There you go. There you go.
Of course you will, Eddie. Because you're a proper businessman. You take
Listen.
losses and turn them into opportunities.
Damn right.
All right. Well,
Well-
since we can't really go back to school, you guys want to find somewhere else for you guys to sober up and then hit the streets for a bit? Maybe go to the mall.
Sure. Got my camera too, so.
Spend the rest of the day hanging out, messing about. As well, there's no specific conversations any of you would like to have.
Nothing specific for me, at least.
Now just picking on Claire for being a nerd for breaking so easily.
Yeah, picking on Claire and Cynthia complaining that, Cynthia complaining that like the stuff that her father wrote about in that journal sounded a lot cooler than this stuff.
Yeah, so Claire was like, it wasn't even worth it for the drugs. Come on, guys.
Eddie
These
will
drugs-
say,
you-
"Well,
you-
we can just talk to Damien, get other stuff.
I'm not.
Yeah. I'll let you guys do. I'll not be here next time. How about that? I'll do your homework, Eddie. Yeah, so you did that, and I'll not be here next time.
I don't really have money, so maybe Cynthia, if you can pay him.
I also don't have money.
Tatiana.
Look, any lunch money I make is going to my camera, and so I'm dirt poor. There's only so many chores you can do for $5.
Don't ask Eddie.
You're kind of wandering and then walking down the street as say that. He says, "Wait a minute. What if we can make money?"
Uh-huh.
I'm serious. I'm
Okay.
serious. There is like I saw some posters, posters around the block. They're like looking for just kind of like technically like subjects for like some weird social experiment. Pays like $50 a pop. Good
I
money.
don't know if my
Ooh, yeah.
grandparents be cool with being test
Yeah.
subjects.
Yeah, no,
Social
Cleo said.
experiments. They're gonna ask us a bunch of bullshit questions.
No, some of those things were fucked up. You know, like
Are they like specifically asking for like teenagers?
They didn't put any requirements, so
some of those social experiments really fucked up. You know, like in Stanford prison, they like had like people like undress and like beat them with batons and whatnot. It's kind of fucked up.
What are you reading, Claire?
What the fuck?
pretty sure that's
Stanford prison
illegal.
experiment. Stanford. No, they did that. Stanford prison experiment. Well, it was back in the 50s where
Okay,
it was
yeah,
illegal. But like,
yeah,
I know it's not gonna be as bad
that's
today. But like, there's still like some like like some fucked up like like psychological like. There's gonna be.
Except I'm pretty sure if they accept minors, they can't do that.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. That's fair.
I'm pretty sure if you torture a kid, I don't think you can just sweep that under the rug.
That is a fair point, Cynthia. That's a very fair point.
My point is $250.
Ooh, that's a lot of camera
Pretty good.
equipment.
It is. Like, do we have to just like ask parent permission here? What is it? What are we looking at? What are we looking at?
Well, if we do you think we're gonna get those $50?
That's true.
Listen. I can forge your parents' signature. It's fine. Nobody's gonna know.
You have a good point. You have a good point.
Can't hurt to look. Unless we're gonna get beat by batons, apparently.
Listen.
Unknown risk I didn't know I had to worry about. Getting tricked with getting beat with batons.
Listen, if Eddie forges our parents' signature, Claire, are you gonna go to our parents and tattle on him too?
No, it's fine. I won't.
Your silence before that answer has
No,
me a little concerned.
I won't, guys. I won't.
And besides, if we get kidnapped, it sounds like you're. I don't know. I think that was that your uncle. Looks like he can just bust us out.
True.
I don't know how much of that was me on drugs and how much of that was the actual guy.
No, Uncle Castle and Dad are old buddies. So yeah, if they would
Fuck it, let's go get $50.
$50.
As yeah, you'll find like you'll have to travel through the city. They have like an actual office building set up as take you a bit of time as Eddie apparently can forge signatures now. It's kind of weird, but Eddie is long kind of skirted this, like he doesn't engage in full-on criminal activities, but has always run around in some of those circles.
Yes. We love our
As-
friend Eddie.
Yeah, it's quite easy to get a letter of permission. As you walk into the center, a couple of people going about as the secretary at the front will take your papers and sort of kind of give you to provide like a legal document as well, detailing the experiment itself. As apparently it's some sort of IQ test they're developing. So you will just have to you'll be shown like a couple of images, pattern recognition, that sort of things. As Eddie's just like, still get paid even if we fail the test, right? And she's like, no, there is no failure. We are merely testing to see if we can get reproducible results. Don't worry about that aspect.
All right.
Each of you will be brought in the room separately. The test takes about 30 minutes, and then receive your payment, and everything should be fine.
Sweet.
Yes. Zaz knows. Zaz knows.
We all. I am pointing and laughing at Zaz and Red right now.
Yeah, you will be led into a couple of different rooms as they'll just kind of point you at this at like this sort of screen. No, not screen. It's like a video projector displaying images. As there'll be logical questions. Find the missing pattern. Try and resolve certain repetition puzzles. That kind of thing. And after the 30 minutes are up, we're all sort of brought back into the main lobby, given the money. And yeah, you kind of walk out. Eddie's just kind of counting his money. It's like,
When we hear it, grunt.
easy
The X-Men
peasy.
theme.
Not yet.
Nice.
Not yet. Well,
Yeah, that was actually pretty easy.
told
Yeah.
you. Golden opportunity.
I expected. Okay, that was actually pretty simple. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
See, no batons.
A little disappointed. There wasn't even a single baton.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, guys, please.
You hyped me up there, Claire. What are you talking about?
Listen, save up a little more. If I get to save a little more cash, I can get one of those cassette players. Those portable
Ooh.
ones. Ooh.
Oh, that's cool. I seen that in the store.
Just gotta save up a little bit more cash.
Well, how long? What time is it? We gotta make sure we get to the bus on time before school ends and people start asking some questions.
What do you mean once?
No, because I assume we're skipping classes. We want to get to the bus stop so when we get home, no one's like, "Hey,
I
Oh,
hate
fuck.
to tell you, like, because I know this because my mom's a teacher and she complains about it. The second you miss one class, they like already note that down.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah,
she's,
like they know it. They know you did it.
listen, she's just thinking. She's not thinking that hard.
Unfortunately for you,
She's
my
Okay.
mom is a teacher and she knows your mom, so they know.
Yeah.
Listen, she was thinking like we should just get to the bus on time. No one's gonna find this out. That was her thought process.
Tatiana, I will
well,
buy you a chocolate chip cookie, okay? If it makes you feel better, but you've been found out.
Yeah, we're already busted. That's why I was kind
Well,
of.
well, Uncle Cass already gonna bust me only. He's not gonna
Now that's the funny thing here. Jack got busted, but he only got $50 out of it. He didn't even get like drugs.
That's true. That's true.
That-
We've
to-
come out on top here.
To be fair,
Yeah.
Jack, I think you've come out on top because I don't think the
I-
drugs are worth it.
Yeah, listen, I feel like I came out on top. Even though, never mind, it's fine.
I think those are pretty bad drugs that I know.
Well, not much else to do. We can go to the mall. We can go. I don't know. Any plans?
Mm,
Go buy some drugs.
yeah.
I will
What's
leave you
the
guys
whole
to that.
reason? We did this, yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unless you don't want to go to Damien's place to buy some drugs.
Claire's,
Mm,
Claire will look at the group.
it's $250. We can do a little bit more than buy drugs, can't we?
You
Wanna
don't
go
have
see
to
a movie?
spend all the money.
Oh, thank
Wanna go-
God.
We want to go see a movie? Actually, we should go to the mall. You want to go get camera stuff?
Thank you. I would like to get camera stuff. Okay.
Well,
Drugs
Well-
first, camera sex stuff second, movies afterwards.
All right.
Yeah, Damien lives similarly to you in the shit part of town. Um, even for Detroit, the shit part of town. As you walk into this rundown building block and eventually stop in front of one of the doors as Eddie knocks a couple of times and the door opens as Damien would look at all of you. Says, well, that's a lot of people you bring, Eddie. Like, nah, it's fine, it's fine. They're like, you can trust them. As he sort of steps to the side and you can like walk in. As the apartment is rather messy, as it looks like he is living alone. You can all find like seats are in the living room. They're like on a chair on the couch. So, what can I get you today? And might need actual cash this time, Eddie.
One drugs, please. And we have cash.
Okay. You know what? Why not? Why don't I give you some of the good stuff? How much you got?
We have $100.
Gonna go to one of the closets and opens it up. Pulls like this large bag of just like not it's a paper bag as he like pulls out this white powder. Best cocaine around.
Good. Is cocaine good?
I think so.
Okay. We'll take it.
He's gonna hand you that and says, I don't think you know how to take this, so here's what you do with it. Figure out fucking snort lines of coke.
Yeah, it goes your nose.
Ah, well, listen, the rush's worth it.
Did you just like eat it?
Well, up to you. Listen,
That is one way to ingest it, by the way, is doing it through your gums. But that way, all it tastes horrible.
yeah, that's
I
why
kinda
he's
figured.
like, yeah, he can. That's up to you. I don't know.
Okie dokie. Thank you, Mr. Damien.
Well, have fun, kids.
Bye.
Thanks.
All right, bye.
As well, who's gonna get the rush while you do shopping?
I want to get my camera first, then I'll get the rush. You know,
Mm,
watch
I
what
do
you-
not care about camera stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you will head over, buy some camera supplies. You gonna watch a movie fucking zoomed out?
Listen, we're children.
What year is it, Grunt?
It's
very specific.
1987.
Is it like the beginning of the school year? Out of curiosity.
Probably.
All right. Movies in 1987 November.
So where are we gonna take this stuff?
Oh yeah.
Eddie says,
We gotta-
well,
We should go see Predator or RoboCop.
I think my dad's kind of out right now.
Okay. That's a place. He's not gonna like show up, right? He's just gone.
I mean, I think he is. Even if he shows up, he's gonna be blackout drunk. It doesn't matter.
Okay. That's okay. Sure, we can do that at Eddie's place, guys.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
And how long does this stuff last? Like probably a few minutes. We could probably
I
still
have
catch the
no
movie.
idea.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I know. In the movies, it makes you last like a bit. Depends on what you take.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know about the. I mean, I'm still gonna do it, but like my dad's. Well, some of my dad's notebook was mostly like he apparently they were on paper, like they were papers.
I know they do it on money. I know they do it on like money.
Okay. Okay. We still have some money left over, so we can
But
do
but they,
that or
yeah, they do.
buy
Oh,
some
they,
paper.
oh, I think they roll up $1. I think you can like. I'm not gonna do it, but I think.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah, I
know
think we
we're
should do it sooner rather than later. You don't know when Claire's uncle is gonna be sniffing around.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay. Off
You
to
might
Eddie's house.
you might want to do it without me. In that case, yeah.
Hmm.
I'll. I mean, I think Jack will not take anything, so he can be your that buddy, trick sitter. What would you call him again?
Are you guys gonna run when
Trip
I tell
sitter.
Are you guys gonna run when I tell you to get the fuck out of there?
Yeah, we could try for sure at the very least.
Sometimes, listen. Sometimes you run, but sometimes you gotta realize running only makes you look more guilty. It depends. Do you think you can get away? Because if you run and get caught, that's bad. You gotta do the calculations.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
See, listen to Cynthia. She sounds smart in this one.
All right. All right.
Yeah. As you'll head over to Eddie's place. As yeah, I guess half an hour of zoomies for everyone.
No, Claire will not. Claire will stay. Claire will stay out of this.
Jack and Claire. Then there's a half an hour of zoomies for everyone else.
No weird teleporting or breaking shit.
Now, listen. No, not everything is a weird magic pill. Just, but
Alright.
kind of in a rush.
All right. Then it must have just. Yes, man. Just must have been his imagination then.
Must have been the wind.
Must have.
The wind.
I don't think I know who the Human Torch is from the 30s.
As yeah, you'll after that insane rush, you can go catch a movie.
Mm.
As eventually you'll have to head home. Sort of ending your first day of a new school year, and one more year until you're basically in high school. Starting to contemplate your life choices. As well, we're gonna move around, so unless there's something specific. I think school will proceed as you would expect. Not gonna be too many weird incidents like this one. Sure. So the weeks would go by. Sure, if any of you have any sort of plans they want to let me know.
I mean, Cynthia is definitely talking to her father about the
The scholarships.
the scholarships. Like she'll mention it because like she'll bring up to him that she does want to be an engineer like he is. Like that is her goal.
His only concern is the sort of fragile political state of the region. But if that improves in the coming years, he's not necessarily opposed to it.
Don't worry, Dad. I have a good feeling it will.
Doctor Doom's on the way. There's a guy on the way. Doctor.
Listen,
to
what
fix
if
that
Reed
barrier.
Richards though fucks him
What
up
if Reed
again?
Richard does it though? What if Reed Richard leads the other country? What if Reed...
If Reed Richards fixes Latveria, you will be able to power a small country.
What
with
if
how
Reed...
fast Doctor Doom will be spinning in his grave.
What if Reed Richards reunites Romania?
Hold on.
Yeah, you all sort of. God, that meme is flashing my eyes.
I'll remove it. I'll remove it if you want, Grant.
It is fucking giving me a fucking epilepsy.
I did borrow a
Hypnotizing
flash.
me in real life.
I did borrow a flashbang from
Oh.
Uncle Castle. I'm its infinite
But yeah,
armory.
listen, Uncle Castle is about to go on another military tour, so gonna
Yeah.
spend a bit of time here with you and his brother before
Yeah,
heading back to
yeah,
his family in New York.
yeah. Claire will hang out with Uncle Castle. She likes Uncle Castle. He's cool.
Yeah, he's pretty down to earth. He's much younger than your dad, about like a decade and a half younger, but they do get along.
I think same with Cynthia. She would have mentioned to her parents, not parents, her grandparents about it. But most of the time, Tatiana just takes photos around places she probably shouldn't be taking photos.
Is that so? That's so.
Yeah.
To know, it's good to know that. See, I should have read your backstory, but I didn't.
It's all right.
See, that's the winning strategy. Just let Greg come up with his own backstory, because he's not going to read yours anyway.
Well, nah. If you send it like an hour before the game,
I
Still-
sent mine a couple hours.
still better than you, Tick. Still better than you.
Nah. Yeah, listen, Grunt, I've learned, like, one, you told me family doesn't even matter, so.
You are gonna be superheroes, so no. You've learned one lesson important from the comics.
So, like, listen, Grunt, I internalized your lesson and just said, fuck it. I figured you had something interesting.
As well, no, Cynthia, not Cynthia. Fuck, Tatiana. You do go around snooping.
Yeah.
As you know, with that camera, I think you would get along with Eddie quite a lot. I think his sort of curiosity and yours align pretty well.
Yeah, but Eddie's Eddie. I'm sure this won't have any consequences for us in the future.
Yeah, he's gonna spring it up a couple of weeks later. There's hey, so I have an interesting scoop.
Ooh.
They opened like a new factory. I don't think it's like open, but they're like bringing in supplies, and it's all like super shady government stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like, what kind of factory has people with like black suits going about?
Probably something with some dark secrets like human experimentations or aliens or something, right?
You know what's the freaky part?
Hmm.
I recognize one of the people in the suits. Saw them. You know where?
Where?
Remember that test we did a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
He was in the lobby. He was talking to the secretary. Maybe Claire with that baton thing had a point. Maybe they.
We're part of like a human testing thing. Okay, we have to go. We have to go immediately.
Do you think the others would be interested in this?
I don't know if Claire will be able to do it. We might get knocked on. Jack may grumble about it. Cynthia, I think we can spin it with Cynthia.
Okay.
We can try our hand. We're gonna make sure no one knocks us before we get there.
Okay. Cynthia first, Claire second, Jack last.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie is gonna. Both Eddie and Tatiana are approaching you, Cynthia, from one of the breaks. They're closing in on you as they sit down on one side each.
The walls are closing in.
So,
Hey, guys.
Cynthia, how are you doing?
Doing all right.
Awesome. Cool. Do you ever want some excitement in your life every once in a while?
It's a very weird way to start a conversation, but yeah.
Listen. Well, me and Eddie have this scoop, because moral integrity of the human character and all that. and we
Okay,
think
okay. Listen, I know you guys both like role playing as like 1920s journalists, but can you just like what is it? What's going on?
okay. Eddie saw this new factory where these people from Black Site things are just moving stuff in and out. And one of the guys there was actually one of the people who were at our testing thing we did for the $50. So we're thinking government psyop.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yes.
Yes. High five, Eddie.
Like, we will high five you. Come on, you must help us now convince Claire, and I think if we all dogpile on Jack, he will submit.
Yes.
Yeah, that should probably work.
As Claire, you do see the three of them approach you as they
Oh, no.
sit around you.
No. Please.
Head on your shoulder.
Uncle Castle, save me. Fuck, he's gone. No.
He is gone. Back to New York.
I need to take drugs right now to activate a sixth sense. Hey, guys.
Hey, Claire, buddy. Best buddy.
Yeah?
We got this cool thing we found that we think we love to be interested in.
No, but it's just more drugs.
No, it's not more drugs. It's something actually cooler. We think Eddie's found this cool factory thing where these guys are being weird and moving some, stuff. And it looked like it was one of the people from our little experiment thing we were part of. And we're thinking human experimentation, government psyop, maybe something cool to take a look at. We can take a peek.
Claire's just looking wide eyes.
Come
Looking
on.
wide-eyed.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
There's two options.
One of the guys who doing like the questioning shit's there, like should we like look into it?
It's either this is a complete coincidence and this is just something else going on. Or either A, this is a government setup, in which case I don't want to get tortured by the CIA.
They're not gonna torture us. We're gonna be too quick. We're gonna catch us.
I thought it was a joke.
It is a CIA counterpoint. If it is a CIA, if it is a government conspiracy, wouldn't you rather know about it before they come to pick you up and put you in a black helicopter?
Listen to Cynthia.
You already registered, you already did the test, you took the $50. You're on their list anyways.
I was God. Because saying, that's right. I hate social experiments. They're always gonna have a catch.
Yeah, you were right. It looks like you were right. Now listen. You can rub that in later after we figure out what's going on.
Yes, I see. This is a wise idea. Like either this is a government type or it's entirely something else. Maybe it's just some drug dealers at no meeting on some shady
I've never
other
seen
illegal
drug dealers
activity.
dressed that well.
Okay, how about some other illegal activity? What if it's like fucking like evil businessman? I didn't fucking know.
And it's our job, Claire, to tell the world about it. Let the truth be known.
Oh, you guys are so eager. It's
Come on, Claire. Think of how many lives you'll be saving with this.
I know to keep you safe. To keep you doing from the dumbest ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and now you're gonna help us convince Jack as well.
Listen, we need Jack because listen, you're the smart one, but Jack's the lookout. Jack's the eyes.
Yes.
I know nerd things. I'm not that quick on thinking. I know.
Listen,
I know-
you're the brains. We need you.
I like math. I listen to the news.
See, if you understand the news, that means you'll understand the implications of what's going on.
I'm sure it'll help me once the CIA puts balls in my head.
Absolutely. Come on, let's go get Jack.
I will follow very reluctantly and scared.
Jack,
He dragged
they
along.
all approach you as they get surrounded.
All right, let's go. I don't even need to know.
You don't even want to hear about the cool conspiracy they stumbled on?
Yeah.
Listen, were you gonna actually tell me about it, or is this just like what? Did I have a chance to say no?
I mean, you had a chance.
We were gonna heavily pressure you to say yes, but if you just said no, then but you already said yes though, so you can't take
Yeah. You can't
Come
go
on.
back, please.
Tell me on the way.
Yes. Jack, I told you. I told you we should have got one through first.
He'll
I saw
chuckle a
4
bit.
people coming, and I just had to make the assumption.
Yeah, Eddie will also, Eddie and Tatiana will fill you in on the weird dude in black suits and bringing supplies in and out of this mysterious new factory.
That's it. Listen, Jack. We the reason when you listen, I think we need to pull them out before they do something too silly, too dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you sort of approach this place, even from a distance, you can see that there's a lot of shipments that have been brought, like trucks parked, a lot of containers. There's no one really around, so could easily sneak in as Eddie just gonna says, "Camera at the ready, right? Shoot off everything."
Always at the ready. She will do so. Grant, she will do so.
As yeah, Eddie's gonna lead all of you to sneak inside. As there are a couple of security guards, but I mean this area is quite large and it's not properly fenced, so it's not that hard to slip by. As the main hall of the factory seems to be open, you can all sort of walk in. So, yeah, you start snapping pictures of things around you. You see plenty of it's like large glass tubes that seem to have been sort of installed in different places. Um, looks like a distillery of sorts, but not really sure. Wander around the area. There's nothing that strikes out at this very moment.
Told you it was drugs.
Distillery it could be booze.
Like
be a liquor
moonshine,
store.
I guess, but like moonshine in the city.
A moonshine, like it's a bit could just be a brewery.
I don't necessarily think they will be wearing high-tide suits for a brewery, but then again, I don't really know.
What if it's a property manager just walked by? You know what if you just spotted the property manager, just introduce some people to something? I don't.
Hmm.
Either this is just drugs or something legit. This is my guess. There's no. Let's go on. Let's go ahead before anyone comes out.
Well,
Is there any crates or anything?
there is there's a door that leads. It says basement. Points to a door.
Oh god! Oh god! Claire's looking.
Let's go.
All right, Claire.
Please.
Claire, you're gonna wait at the top of these stairs, and if something happens, you're gonna shout down. All right?
That's secure.
Because we don't need to be trapped down here. All right?
So dumb.
This is the
Fine,
best
fine,
ever.
fine.
Then it's for
Stay.
search of the truth. Come on. I was gonna hide something. I would hide it underground, not where everything can be seen.
Grant, I assume we had enough time to get like flashlights or something to go downstairs. Or was the lights just
Probably
on?
could have. I'll say probably have one flashlight. Our poor
All right,
kids.
all right, Eddie. Lead the way.
As yeah, you will walk downstairs this sort of metal staircase that leads underground. There is a light, so it's not like the underground is completely pitch black. As Claire, you do see them go down, and well, it goes quite deep, several meters deep, as you open into a large hallway that has a set of doors that, as you push open, you can see on the other side there's some sort of lab that is being set up, and there are some people here talking. As yeah, this looks they look like people in lab coats. As they're speaking. Well, how educated would all of you be in foreign languages?
About as educated as the average U.S. middle schooler.
Claire would be French and Spanish, but Claire's not here, I think.
No.
Yeah, and Tatiana's family, they speak Spanish, so.
Yeah, no. But as what Zaz says.
As some sort of well, they look Asian, so some sort of Asian language. As sort of Eddie gestures for you. And make the pictures.
She's got
Oh.
this.
He whispers, make sure to turn the flash off.
It's already been off. Like,
As you don't go too deep, but you manage to snap a couple of photos before like rushing outside quick.
holy shit.
You like there you see them coming back out as you all try and get out of there as quickly as possible. It says, well, see, nothing, no harm, no foul. Got the pictures, right?
Oh, yeah, holy shit.
Let me look at them. Ask Claire's out of curiosity.
It's gonna
He's
take some
looking at
time
the
to develop them. I can't just do it here magically here. I didn't bring my Polaroid. It'll be too flashy for that.
I forgot this is the fucking 80s.
I know, I'm so sorry.
I mean, what are we gonna do once we like get them developed? I mean, we could show them to my dad. He works for the city.
What you see down there?
Like lab coats?
Yeah,
Some
they
foreign
had-
guys?
Like the I
Speaking some language. I don't know what they were speaking.
I'll be honest, I think it was Japanese, but I'm not like 100% sure.
The cartoons?
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's called animes.
You will never catch me watching something like that.
I don't know.
You're really weird, Eddie.
So
Anyway,
you're the one to talk.
I'm not ashamed of watching that.
This is the 80s, Mac. This is the 80s.
That's true, but Claire's a nerd, so she's minus 3 ego.
You have Astro Boy.
Fuck, this is the. Oh, fuck, I forgot it's the. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. This is.
You
No
are in
Dragon
fact
Balls.
watching Astro Boy. Yes, it's canon now.
This is the. God damn it. Oh.
Says, but yeah, they had an entire lamp. It looked like they were. I don't know. You said it was a distillery. I mean, I don't know. That down there looked like they were distilling something else than alcohol.
Mm.
So drugs, I suppose. So it is them.
Listen,
Maybe.
bring this to your dad. He can like take actual action. Boom, heroes.
Yeah, I mean, I can take it to him because I mean, if these people aren't supposed to be here, they're still probably hooked up to the fucking water grid.
All right. Well, we got a plan. Let's get out of here.
Why'd you call so many people? By the way, wouldn't it be smarter to go in here with fewer people?
Well, we weren't
Why'd you call me
expecting
here, Tatiana?
We didn't know, Claire. Geez, we weren't aware that there's a secret laboratory of evil people down there. Gosh, next time
Yeah.
I'll.
Where's your spirit of adventure?
She's probably gonna go tell Uncle Frank that we broke into a secure facility.
Uncle Frank is not a fed.
I don't know. Feels like a fed.
No, he's just a soldier.
But
He's
if
not a
nothing
friend.
else, this may be some evil stuff down there, and like I said, we're gonna tell. We'll let Cynthia's dad know, and he'll, well, bust this thing wide open. If it's not, then you know what? We'll still fun time.
I was gonna say, listen, Claire, you're either part of the friend group or you're not. You can't just chicken out.
What you did was hold the door, and you did it wonderfully.
Mm-hmm.
As yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you'll develop the photos and hand them over to Cynthia's dad. So is your dad just like a city councilor? That's right, right? As
The idea is he's actually like a high ranking like union leader of the guys who actually work like on the water lines and the sewers. So like not a counselor, but like he is like a political figure.
Yeah, so he would definitely be able to pass these along as an official investigation is launched, and the facility does get shut down as it becomes like a small national news, definitely a city-wise news, as apparently they were setting up for some rather, as far as the journalists investigating seem to think they were setting up some illegal drug labs.
That would be like, I was right.
And yeah, they were completely shut down. Well, they didn't put your names on it, but basically, the entire investigation would have taken like about a month to kind of follow its course and then get published. And as you are sort of nearing and getting closer to the holiday spirit, as it is the beginning of December at this point, Eddie just sort of walks up to you there smugly and just drops the newspaper. Heroes. You, me, Tatiana, Jack, Cynthia.
I mean, to be fair, you kind of dragged me along. I think you guys are both heroes.
Okay, you still get the participation award. Listen, look at this. Look at this. How many people did we save? How many people? Listen,
I will admit, I will admit, I was just a bit of a scaredy cat. I thought I was going to be shot by some guards or beaten up.
They catch you.
But yeah, so it seemingly it was it was not a CIA psyop. Luckily, I think it was good. I don't want to be shot by feds.
Anyway, good job. I was just gonna like congratulate all of you for, especially Tatiana and Cynthia, for contributing so much.
Fucking right. We're awesome. We're amazing.
That look at that big heroes. Now my dad always talks about how Detroit can still be turned around if people just gave him enough of a shit. And I don't know. This seems like the stuff he's talking about.
Yes.
I mean, all
One step at a time.
We are heroes here. We are heroes here.
Well, speaking of heroes, did you hear like the rumor that's been going around?
No, do tell.
Well, I did listen. This old guy sells newspapers. Has like a cousin in New York. Apparently, there's like this guy that's going around beating up like thugs on the street.
Is he like
a vigilante?
Yeah. Apparently, he's
Sounds like-
been kind of. Well, here's the weird part. They say he kind of like some of the criminals he's beaten up. You have a bit of a freak out moment. They say he can like walk on walls and stuff like that. It's kind of weird. Still,
Sounds
probably
like a
just
metal.
rumors. So
well, they probably don't know. He's probably like so good at beating them up they get scared shitless, and maybe they're just,
Do
concussion.
you think he's just like really good at parkour?
Yeah,
Ooh.
maybe people just
If it's at night and like he comes out of nowhere.
What if he ambushed them? Oh, sorry, take me.
I was gonna say, does concussions do a number on one's memories?
Mm-hmm.
listen, maybe we're not like vigilantes who don't go up, but oh, I got me a bit inspired, this story I'm reading.
Investigative journalist.
Nah, I'm telling you, man. Listen, I will get into Empire State if I have to fake it until I make it. I will.
Really going for Empire State, Eddie?
Listen. You shoot big or you go home. What can I say?
Okay.
The worst thing that happens when you apply to a college is that you just don't get in.
True.
You don't really lose anything by applying.
I think you can do it, Eddie.
Go on,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, you either break a story, Eddie. So honestly, yeah, I'm a scaredy cat, but clearly you're not.
Smiles and
That's
nods.
what.
Thanks for the
Maybe
confidence.
you. Yeah, maybe you can come at Watergate too.
No, I have a good feeling for the future.
He's gonna get fucking shot, isn't he?
No, he's gonna fuck up an article about the Sun Eater.
Yeah, I believe in Eddie. You don't ruin this.
Yeah, eventually, as you get through the holiday season and sort of enjoy the festivities, the Christmas, New Year's pass by, and well, as you all kind of return from your winter vacations back to school, you will notice that at least you will kind of quickly pick up because Eddie can sometimes skip classes. Like he's not the most uh, diligent of students, but he has been skipping classes for multiple days now.
Like just not showing up, or
Yeah, it's not showing up at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I assume Tatiana's gonna talk to him about it.
I mean, yeah, you all know where he lives.
the
Yeah,
mystery.
something will go with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll drag Claire along.
Listen, Claire cares about her friend. She doesn't want to go to the cartel fucking drug lab.
Yeah, unfortunately, you were a scaredy cat twice, and said that is now your defining character trait throughout your entire teenage years. I'm sorry.
I mean, she's a scaredy. Yeah, I mean, it's completely fair. She's a scaredy cat. It's just
As eventually after school you stop by as you knock at his apartment door and he'll kind of you see Eddie opening up and ooh, he does have a swollen black eye. Shit. Guys.
Eddie, what the fuck happened?
You okay?
Yeah, I just I had some stuff to take care of.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anybody else is gonna say it. So what's with the Shiner?
I just, it's
Uh,
dumb
you
accident.
fell.
Kind of. Yeah, I fell
Yeah,
down the
you
stairs.
fell. You fell into the doorknob. All right. So what really happened?
Did you hear like this gruff voice shouting for him in the back? It says, "Shit, listen, I gotta go. I'll see you at school tomorrow, okay?"
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow. And he'll pull the other two, because he only has two arms. He'll pull Cynthia and Claire away.
You
What?
can clearly hear as he closes the door what sounds like a bottle like breaking, shattering.
Come on, Cynthia.
Oh.
If we get involved, it only is gonna make it worse for him. Let's go.
We can't just fucking leave him here. We can.
Let us get out of here and we'll talk about it, okay?
Oh gosh, she does not want to leave Eddie here like this.
yeah. Claire's also looking. You can call some people. Someone.
I can tell my mom, and she can talk to teachers out in the school. When he comes in, if he comes in like that, they're supposed to report it.
Yeah, we could try
Okay.
to talk CPS or something. I don't know.
Does anybody know if Eddie has a mom?
He doesn't talk about her.
I was gonna say, as far as you know, he's never talked about her.
Yeah, Claire just looks back at the building. I don't think she is here.
Yeah, so what happens to Eddie if his dad gets busted? If Eddie doesn't want the people to find out, he's probably got his reasons. I'm not saying not to do anything, but I'm saying we should talk to him about it.
So he can stay with one of us. goddammit.
I'm saying is there's probably more to it than what he's letting on, so we should probably talk to
I
him.
I don't think. I don't think there's that much more to it.
Yeah, there's your dad's a piece of shit, and that's really the main thing.
Yeah. The only problem is like where he was going to stay at, or if CPS will get involved, or. But that's it.
Look, we'll give him one day. If he doesn't show up tomorrow, I'm coming back and I'm dragging him out there. Fuck whatever happens. God damn it.
I will help you, but let's give him one day to show up to school, okay?
Yeah, Tatiana looks worried, but she allows Jack to assumably convince her.
As you and Eddie live in the same neighborhood, but not the same necessarily building.
Mm.
And as you exit the building, you do hear sirens quite close by.
What's going on?
Tatiana, you got your camera?
Yeah, but
Come on, let's go check it out. Maybe we can get you some pictures. You can sell it to the local paper.
he glances probably back one more time at Eddie's building before nodding and letting this be used as to distract her for now.
Success.
As you rush over and you quickly realize that the burning building is your building.
No!
What floors? What stories? What, like...
The entire thing seems to be engulfed in flames as there are several crews of firefighters desperately trying to keep the fire from expanding to other buildings. There's a couple of people that are like outside as ambulances and paramedics are trying to assist. People coughing. You don't spot any of your parents or grandparents.
Is there any back entrances to the building?
I mean, yeah.
I think it's on fire, buddy.
The entire building block is on fire, though.
I think the fire department. I think fireman. Yeah, Claire would just go up and run up to one of the fucking policemen or firemen or someone who's
Yeah,
like.
he's gonna immediately like,
authority.
no, please, step back.
Anyone out there? Is there like a,
We're doing the best we can. Please make way for the firefighters and the medics to do their job.
Please, does anyone see my grandparents?
He like looks a bit panicked around and then looks back at you and says, please just take several steps back. There are firefighters in the building trying to get out any wounded people. They'll be fine. Just
Yeah.
All right.
Hearing that, Cynthia's going to like gonna take like Claire and Tatiana like just like hold on to them, and she's gonna say, listen, either they're already out and they're gonna find us, or the firemen are gonna get them out. Just and it's like she's like kind of like squeezing them a bit, like it's trying to give reassurance, but probably is not working.
Yeah.
He's probably tapping his foot, looking at that front door.
as you sort of take several steps back, there is a bit of a crowd forming as people are watching this. You're sort of sitting, kind of standing there watching as the firefighters do manage to bring one or two more people out.
not that many though.
As while you're doing this, you hear like sort of a deep voice but a clear foreign accent speak. As does address to you, or says, truly is a shame.
Trying to look at the person.
Yeah, you turn and you see this sort of middle-aged Japanese man dressed in a very elegant suit.
What shame is that, sir?
Yeah. These buildings prone to fire hazards.
Who are you?
Sort of looks at the foreigner and says, glad you're out. I hate seeing children die.
Do you know?
Be careful next time when you take pictures.
Oh, Jack's moving forward to like ready to throw a punch.
That's right behind you, buddy.
I mean, you're just gonna like start to fight with this man.
Gonna try to grab him by the lapels. I look at
Yeah,
that
Claire
melee.
would try to pull Jack back.
Yeah, these are remember these are
Yeah.
13-year-old
Yeah, I know,
kids with
I know.
nothing. So yeah, he's going to lash out trying to like punch this man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab him.
Yeah, I mean, you can listen. Both of you, you can give me a melee roll, and everyone else can also give me a melee roll to try and stop him.
Do we click on the word melee?
Yeah.
Okay.
-2 melee. Claire is sadly not that strong.
Well, Cynthia is though. Holy shit. Never mind.
Do I need to roll even? Do I-
You got the
oh.
marble roll, yeah.
The higher the number, the better the thing is, right?
Yeah.
That's.
So yeah, none of you managed to stop him in time. He will just lunge at the man. The man just pretty stiffly steps to the side, grabs his hand. Sort of, his grip is a strong one, and it trips you slightly as he like sweeps your leg as you kind of fall down to the ground. Like, up. Very careful, young man. Don't slip. Quite dangerous. As there's a couple of people glancing in your way, and he sort of lets go. As he begins to walk away, lighting up a cigar.
He'll just be rubbing his wrist.
Yeah, I think Tatiana's just gonna start crying.
As by the time the fire is eventually put out, a total of 30 people died in the fire or from complications. Some of the people, the ground floor, were able to be evacuated, but although it was a lot of deaths or severe injuries, as the building was left in complete shambles. As news stories broke of this, apparently it wasn't the only fire. Checking the news, it was a day. It was a horrible day in the city, as about 5 or 6 buildings burnt in different locations. As well, people are kind of gossiping that this might be some sort of organized crime syndicate taking revenge for the recent factory shutdown. But all of you, Claire, you will get a phone call, as probably your uncle would reach out,
Yeah.
as he would actually like sort of drive back to Detroit, and he's gonna like rent an apartment for everyone to stay in, basically, until sort of child protection services and the authorities sort of manage to finalize the paperwork and figure what the fuck is going on. So the days after the fire incident, you were all sort of being housed in a feels a bit crowded because it's not a big apartment and it's 4 of you now. As it's been about a week since the incident. I presume each of you feeling the loss, as never gets easy. How are all of you handling this?
Claire's just quiet mostly. You know, she thought this was kind of the Claire's just mostly quiet now. She's shutting down mostly, honestly.
Jack's just angry, like maybe short with people, even though he doesn't mean to be. He just doesn't know how to express his emotions right now.
Cynthia has swallowed. Cynthia is swallowing the despair, and she is trying to be there for the others.
Yeah, and Tatiana's probably a bit clingy with her friends now. I assume, still checking in on with Eddie, if I can say.
Eddie would have eventually returned to school, but given York's current situation, would you even like check in on him?
I think it's the one thing she can, at least for Tatiana, she can feel like she can do because there's nothing but just to let it all take over. So, if he allows it, of course.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Well, two of you are in the apartment. Tatiana, you and Eddie sort of are hanging out outside on the steps in front of the building itself. As hey, brought you another chocolate cookie.
Thanks, Eddie. It's appreciated. If you want, you can stay here a bit. I think we can make some room.
I don't know how my dad would take that.
I'll tell him you're just making sure your friends are all right.
Yeah,
I don't see why he would be upset about that.
Who do you think he's gonna make food and get him his beer?
Oh, he could make his own goddamn food. Come on, Eddie.
I can hang out for a bit, but don't you live with that scary soldier dude now?
Not really. He's not around a lot. He's scary, yeah, but he's not a giant asshole. And if he gives you trouble, I'll beat him up.
He chuckles and relents as two of you walk back and he kind of says hello to everyone.
Clear not.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey. Gonna be this is the worst time possible. But I mean, I'm not sure if you're in the mindset to get some payback.
I'm in.
Yeah. Like, they can't kill my parents again.
Yeah. What do you got, Eddie?
Well, there is someone who's been, I guess, kind of shady. I saw him speak to one of those people and spoke it was the same language. I also Japanese. I know where the guy lives, so you can go there, see, you can find anything to like these people away. Give the police some shit.
Okay, that's the plan. I'll see why the fuck not.
Yeah, it's like an old rundown house. Easily vacant.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Let's do this.
As Claire, yeah.
Not.
Claire, do you go with them or do you just
There she goes. Yeah, I mean, like,
as
was it? Yeah, and Cynthia said you can't lose your parents twice.
true? As listen, your uncle.
Eddie,
Listen,
you're like, it should have been me.
Claire, listen, your uncle has been missing a lot.
That is true. That is true. Actually, you know what? Actually, fuck. And what the fuck does Frank? What actually did Frank do? Actually, did he show up and then leave again?
He did just show up once, gave you the keys to the apartment, said, "Hey, you can manage yourself. Here's some money. I will check with you." Back in a month.
Claire doesn't want to. That's actually so true. Actually, goddamn. Yeah, see.
There's a lot of yakuza to kill.
Yeah. I'll join you, Frank. Listen, I'm a child, so I can't kill people yet.
Give it some time.
Give us some time, though.
Well, you venture. It's at a bit of the outskirts of the city as well. Quite close to the factory you had shut down as you arrive at this rundown house. As there's no one home, it seems. As you sort of jump the fence and kind of sneak into the backyard, as Eddie's gonna sort of pick the lock. Not very secure door either. As you all sort of get into the house, and it's a rickety old house, but looks like it's been lived in. There's a lot of dirty dishes. You see this sort of large motorcycle helmet on the fucking counter. Okay. See if there's any documents, anything like take pictures of, and the police.
Yeah, she'll start looking.
Yeah, he'll start looking. Mess around with stuff.
Yeah.
As you'll sort of go around and see. Why don't you all in like a vigilance?
I'd love to give you a vigilance roll.
Holy shit! I rolled a 17.
Nice.
18.
Nice.
Oh, 18! Oh my god! Oh.
Holy shit. Claire, you are sort of in the living room as you hear the front gate like open and close.
Fuck yeah.
As you
Claire,
glance out the window quickly, as you see there's a this large man that's like walking down. Where's the house?
yeah, Claire will point at the others. Go. Fuck, go. He's coming.
Alright. I guess we're
But is he wearing a suit, whatever?
No, he's dressed quite casual, like jeans, leather jacket. You do see sort of like a motorcycle parked in front.
Okay, yes, motorcycle. Okay, yeah, but yeah, Claire will like this. Okay, let's go. Come on.
Guess we'll go out the way we came in.
As you sort of kind of try, like it'll take you a bit of time to like a couple of like 10 seconds as everyone sort of scrambles to get. You inspected the house for roughly 15-20 minutes and you didn't really find anything. It all seems like nothing suspicious as you all try and rush outside, kind of the way you came in, jumping the back fence. It's like, I don't think he spotted us. We're safe.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that guy? I think that guy was just a fucking brawler or something.
Oh, I didn't get a good look at him.
He didn't wear a suit. He just looked like a guy.
Yeah, he looked like his like early 40s, late 30s.
Yeah. He looked like a guy. Didn't look like a mafia man to me.
You hear like the rough voice exhale as the man sort of jumps the fence, landing quite close to all of you.
Oh god.
This
Cheese it!
mafia man.
Who is this man? I'm looking close at him.
Oh shit.
Frank Castle.
Oh.
You're going. Charles sent for you, boys.
Yeah, sorry, this is a cheese it moment. I think we all should just book it.
Says,
Yeah, no. Cynthia's gonna like get
Yeah.
in front of everyone. Yeah.
So as he looks at it and says, I wouldn't do that if I were you, bub.
Yeah, Cynthia will actually, like, as she's in front of everyone, she'll just say, we were following, I guess it was a lead, the fires that happened not too long ago. We know who set them, and, well, I don't look like a guy that would be with him, I guess.
Got that right. Like looks at you for a moment, Cynthia, as he's like, there's a hint of recognition in his eyes.
Oh God, the walls, the gates, the doors are locked. Let me out.
Hmm. Looks at you, Claire, says, he like stares at each of you actually for a couple of good seconds. Says, I'm gonna ask who was the smartass that thought breaking into my house would be good. But I understand what you did, kids.
Cynthia just nods at that.
Or do
Listen,
something.
you don't need to worry about those guys. They're not gonna be around for much longer. And I know that doesn't mean shit, because not gonna bring them back, but don't go playing heroes. Just not yet.
Better than doing nothing. Nothing's fucking happening, and how do you know they're gonna be gone? Are you doing something about that?
Yeah. Me and old buddy. I see again glances at Claire.
Oh, Claire will actually like could connect the dots. She'll just nod. Oh yeah.
Making sure that people involved never step foot in this city again.
Thanks. What's your name if you don't unless you don't
Call me
unless you
Logan.
don't. Thanks, Logan. Is he fine? Yeah, there's smile. Don't want to lose him to it.
They're just gonna say thanks for the peace of mind, I guess.
Nods. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna let you go. He's gonna see him like vault over the fence with surprising ease. Spry for his age.
Now, this is a severe question. Is this comic book accurate Logan height?
Listen, no. I cannot. I know. I cannot take him seriously, Zaz. No, I cannot.
Are we taller than him?
We are equally as tall.
Unfortunately, this is Hugh Jackman height, Logan. I'm sorry, Zaz. I can't do it.
He does a charged up jump because he's too small. He can't reach the top of the fence.
I needed to ask.
I can't do this. I can't do this. This is too much. No. So no, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not.
That's a double jump in the air to go over the fence.
Yeah, by the time you get back home, your uncle will show up a couple of days later, looking a bit banged up, but
Okay, Claire will hug him.
he'll give you a hug. Says, "Listen, kids, we'll I'm sure the foster care is gonna do its magic. I asked for a couple of people to ensure that you don't get like play some random shit. So just have a bit of faith, right? As he looks at you, Claire, and says, "I'm gonna be deployed in a month, so I won't be around. But I called in a favor or two, and I think you'll be fine."
Okay, Mr. Castle, thanks for everything. Thank you.
Mention it, kid. I'll check in on you after I return, okay?
She nods.
Thank you.
Yeah, he just nods.
Stay safe.
As he'll takes his leave. Well, a couple of days later, as social workers will kind of take over handling your case file. Well, you'll all be adopted quite quickly, actually. Quite quickly.
He's coming. The walls. They're closing on you guys.
Unfortunately,
What's the fucking? Go on, play the X-Men theme.
He just jaws outside the window, just going back and forth, the music getting slightly louder every time.
as unfortunately, you will have to move city, leaving Detroit, but more importantly, your friend Eddie behind.
Oh, Eddie!
As, yeah,
I'm gonna give her my camera. I can buy it either way.
Listen, Frank. Before you go, can you at least like put the fear of God into his dad or something?
are you gonna like ask Frank to do that?
Actually, yeah, absolutely.
I guess.
Yes.
We can just break his knees. I'm not here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that was like, just feels bad abandoning him.
Yeah, no.
Thanks, Frank. Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Just make sure you're gonna be fine and you're gonna be targeted by revenge.
I'll be just fine, don't you? You be
Smash
careful.
cut to dead wife and kids.
You will not be fine, Frank. You will not be fine.
Yakuza will remember this.
They will.
Can I give Eddie my camera at the very least?
As it'll be a bit of a sad goodbye, as he'll kind of give you a hug. I'll
Yeah, I see.
miss your asses.
Hey, don't get in too much trouble. You won't have Jack to yell at you and Claire's brains to let you know you're in how fucked you really are.
I'll be fine.
And
Listen, I know not that much about wherever you're gonna go on living, but can't really be too worse than this one.
yeah, maybe when we get things figured out, we can come visit, say hi, and maybe if possible, we'll get a chance to see. Maybe I'll see you in that Latveria place we were joking about.
Listen, I'm still aiming for Empire, but I guess second option.
I got you this before. Here.
As he like takes the camera very gently. Holy shit.
Yeah, I can always get myself another one. And if you're really gonna do that whole journalist thing, you're gonna need a way to get some evidence.
He looks shocked and touched. It's like, I don't know what to say to this. That's
Just take care of it, okay? Be careful. better be in tip shape when I see you next time.
He smiles and says, "Yeah, no, I'll do my best."
She nods, give him probably one last hug.
Eddie will also not be fine.
Yeah, yeah. You'll have apparently your new home is somewhere sort of north of New York City. Rather
North Salem.
rather idyllic little place in the countryside.
The walls.
Small
Salem.
town.
What's the name of the small town?
Red, you forget he was innocent too once until that cursed Spider-Man ruined his life.
But more importantly, Grant, which small town?
Might probably something related to Salem. Yeah, North Salem sounds about right. About right.
Is it possibly the only other location in the conquest?
As yeah, you'll be getting into the car and as you will be driven. You sort of arrive as you are kind of being taken through this small town. Not that many places. It has a school and like some basic amenities like a cinema, but that's about it. As though not really sure. Kanka was a gaslight. Which Kanka?
No, they're saying, what if the Conquer locates for a gaslight? You can just unlock the other location, so it's more like New York, or something. Like basically, that's like the joke.
As yeah. Damn, I even put North Salem already. I'm such a visionary.
I know. That's why I was talking about it.
I'm sorry. The copium has been reserved by Red.
You sort of go through the town as the car sort of starts going uphill on this windy road. You can see this large mansion in the distance.
Previously on X-Men.
Listen, you all knew that this was coming, guys.
That's how you're feeling?
You all knew that this was coming. We all knew that this was coming.
So we get closer, the music gets louder to the building.
Zaz and Red are putting guts in their mouths.
It's their school anthem.
Clown the goddamn bus.
Frank, save me. Take me with you.
Can we play a different station? No, this is all they play in.
See, this is why I changed from X-Men to special training. You see, I actually made the winning move. Grandfather, he would bully me for that. No.
My reactions can be summed up in these two images.
Luckily, I'm not a mutant either, Mac. We're on the no mutant train.
Yeah, we won here.
Yeah. We seriously won.
As yeah,
We don't even have powers.
the car stops in front, and you see a man in a wheelchair sort of waiting. As Logan is next to him, kind of has his arms crossed. He will sort of go and chat with the social care as he says, "Okay, kids, bring your bags inside and get you settled in."
Where is this place exactly?
And who are you?
No, this is Logan who approached you.
Yeah, Claire will say hi to Claire said hi to Logan.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I thought this was.
No, this is Logan. He's the man in the wheelchair
I
is still on the steps, sort of on the like not steps but porch.
I should have known because I didn't hear the music.
As listen, it's gonna be a tough time, but tough kids. He sort of leads you back and says, "Everyone, this is Charles Xavier." Everyone, he like nods and smiles and
Claire will wave at him.
welcome. My condolences for your recent loss.
Thank you.
Jack just nods, but his jaw is like tight with anger.
As you are led inside the mansion, as Charles will speak. We've spoken with your uncle there. Has asked that we provide a bit of a safe haven for all of you. Rather tumultuous adoption system, foster care in the US is not the best place for youngsters. So we had the papers done a bit quicker. You've already been registered with the local schools, and living here for the next few years until you are legally adult. Well, you can decide for yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a lovely mansion.
I hope that time you can call it home.
Maybe. We'll see.
Logan just kind of says, "Okay, let's get you all settled in." She like starts leading you up the stairs. As yeah, he'll up down a long corridor and point to a couple of rooms. Oh, pick and choose whichever one you like.
Yeah.
That one.
Whatever has a view, I guess.
Yeah, I mean they're all large, very well lit rooms. It's the conditions here are top tier. Seems like a very idyllic place compared to the grime and grit of Detroit.
My parents' lives pay for this trip, Grud.
I know. I'm just pointing that out. Jeez, why do you have to be so negative?
I think I'm gonna go.
Do anything. No one said anything. You're aggressive to God right now.
You know what? You know what, Grant? I'm gonna be nice to you. Can instead of like unpacking, can Jack just go explore the mansion?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say you don't have that much to unpack, but
Most of my belongings were in the building.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he literally just threw his bag in and then is now just heel turning and just exploring the mansion.
There's a lot of rooms and go around. It's mostly empty, but it's kept clean.
Is there any staff? Or is there anybody else here? Is it just this burly man and this bald man just living in this mansion?
It does look like that from your perspective right now.
This is weird. This is really weird.
Are we in the cold?
Oh no.
Yeah,
Well,
I guess
I was gonna say, as you sort of do a big roundabout, all sort of look at one another. Logan will shout down from the stairs that there's food in the kitchen if any of you are hungry. As it is about like 6 p.m. at this point.
Okay, we'll head down.
Yeah, same with Tatiana.
I could eat.
You all like go to the kitchen as Logan and Charles are eating as well. Take a seat.
Okay, I'll bring up. So, should I inherit this thing? This thing's look pretty empty. Should I move you from a big city?
Charles nods and says, "Quite recently, actually. Few months ago.
Oh, wait,
Belonged to my father."
where are you from?
Oh god.
I'm sorry, Grunt, for doing this to you.
How old is he, Grunt? What's his love?
I'm sorry for this.
What's his favorite color?
No, I
He's
need
from
to
here.
double check something, but I don't think it's like any fucking.
He's from here, and
Yeah.
he's been traveling
He's from
around.
place. He's from
Like he's Grunt. If it makes you feel any better, he's been traveling around with Magneto.
yeah, he's from place here, country USA.
I just came back from my travels.
He's he like I was born in New York. Um Actually, I made it as a joke. No, so yeah, he'll say, well, I was born in New York City, but traveled most of my life. Came back down here to connect with my roots a bit.
Uh, Interesting life, I guess.
Certainly, certain perspective. I understand that this is gonna be hard for all of you. So, if you need anything, let me know.
Uh, thanks. You said that we're already in school.
Yes, although you won't have to attend any classes this week, but starting next week, yes. It's only a
Where's
10-minute drive from here.
Uh, that's nice. Is it like I don't really know much about it. So I assume it's one of those like everywhere else.
Sure, you'll be able to fit in quite easily.
Is it rude to ask how you two know each other?
He like looks at Logan and says, well, we've been friends for 2 decades by now." He like chuckles.
Confused look, but she doesn't say anything. Just maybe it's adult humor.
We work together. Several projects and
Nods.
what is it that you do?
well, I used to be involved with quite a lot of academic research. Biology mostly.
What did you study? Were you researching?
Mostly trying to expand DNA research and well, gonna go. I'm not sure how fucking technical Jack is.
With a logic 0, as average as a 13-year-old can be.
Yeah,
Claire's
yeah.
very technical though. Claire's
He seems like he was involved in a lot of like big name academic studies related to like to a lot of biology adjacent, but basically focusing on genetic diseases, that sort of thing, trying to as far as you can understand, like predict them and try and like be able to find early signs of
the
disposition.
X gene. I'm sorry, I'm just being joking.
I'm gonna kick you, Mac. I'm gonna kick you.
What if we all suddenly start having a good time, Mac?
Yeah, Claire will ask. Claire will ask though. So how did you and Logan come about? Is Logan your science assistant? Is that okay? That's Logan's. It's Hugh Jackman's big body.
Logan does kind of snort a bit at that. No, but he has helped me with certain problems in the past. let's say that we were acquainted through a mutual friend. It's not really polite to ask questions about that, so
I'm sorry. Just I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to insult you, Logan. I'm sorry.
fine, don't sweat it. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna answer if you have any sort of questions about like the town and sort of.
Yeah, Cynthia would ask if there's a gym in town because she has stress to blow off, and that sounds like a good place to do it.
Logan actually says, "Well, did have a custom gym built in here if you want. Can teach you a couple of moves if you're into that, like fighting."
Yeah, well, why not?
Yeah, there's some steam that could be burned off.
If you guys, is there a place to get a camera from anywhere?
Charles sort of ponders and says, "No, but we could order one. If you desire."
Really? Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
He smiles and nods. Is there anything else?
Not at the moment, I'm sorry. This is just a lot to take in.
I understand, of course. Don't take your time.
Well, after dinner, which way was the gym?
As Logan will show you. He'll sort of make his way out of the kitchen as he was done.
Yeah, I guess I'll follow him.
Yeah, I mean, follow Logan. He'll sort of lead you to like a basement, kind of like stairs that go down and opens up into this large gym area, and well fitted with a lot of equipment you might need, from like basic weight training to treadmills and punching bags, that sort of thing.
Well, he's 13, so he's probably never worked out, so he's probably gonna go to the punching bag and just start punching it.
Okay. Listen, if you might as well punch it, you might as well punch it correctly, okay? Yeah, let me just show you a bit. Gonna give whoever wants a couple of like pointers.
I mean, yeah, Cynthia will pay attention.
I guess you will all sort of and work out a bit of anger this evening.
Yes.
Yes.
What about the other two?
I'm not too sure. I assume it'll take a while before the camera gets here. I
Yeah.
guess Tata would just go wandering around. And,
Yeah.
stay within the confines of like the house and the yards.
Yeah, Claire will walk out around the property, basically. Maybe stay on the balcony, maybe enjoy the nature a bit.
Yeah.
She did live in Detroit, so
There's a lot of greenery around here. There are
yeah.
plenty of trees and like shade, but eventually night fall and you'll have to all go to sleep. Not sure if there's any last conversations today.
I think when we're alone, probably without Logan or Charles being around, it's like, so I didn't notice anyone else around, so I assume he hasn't hired anyone, maybe, or he just likes his privacy.
I don't know. I looked high and low. I didn't see anybody. But things are getting done, so maybe we're just not seeing them.
Could be that they, said that apparently, because Uncle talked to him, so maybe this place was maybe they just didn't live in it until recently,
Mm.
or maybe they just didn't have need for a lot of staff. I mean, if it's just him,
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't think you
Maybe
need a lot.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see more tomorrow.
I mean, it's gonna sound crazy, but I think school will actually be a good distraction for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a chance to really explore the place, but saw the gym for a minute. You guys looked like you were punching the bag correctly. I guess.
yeah. Logan taught us a few things.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
See y'all tomorrow.
Mhm.
Time would fly by a bit here as eventually your camera would get here. You'd also acclimatize rather easily at school. It's a much like smaller community, but you wouldn't have too much trouble with it. Well, weeks turned into months as well. You'll still have to contend with the trauma and the loss as the end of the year, end of the school year
Bold of
catches
you,
you.
God. I can. Bold of you, God. No, I'm going to just keep bottling that up.
As yeah, the next year, basically, high school start for all of you. As that's sort of the end of summer, late August, as you're all sort of gathered in the main living room, as Charles says. It's been a few months. How are all of you doing?
I think I'm all right. I feel a
I
bit
think
better.
the greenery helps. I'm not used to so much greenery. I'm mostly used to brown and gray.
And getting the blow off steam doesn't hurt.
It's all right.
The reason I gathered you all here is that and by the way, because everyone seemed freaked out by the fucking does just hire people that come in every now and then and like clean the place up. It's not
Or something.
Yeah, that's also what Cynthia said. I don't know
Yeah.
what this we stuff is.
okay.
what the
It's a it's just a Jack and Tatiana thing, I guess. But yeah, no. Anyways, yeah, it's he is clearly stupidly rich. That's to be sure. Like anything you
fucking
kind
billionaire or
of
something.
needed, he could just
You mean
order
enough
it
to
and
buy
buy
a
it.
jet? Like a Blackbird, for
Presumably,
instance?
presumably, if he like
I-
don't make me start the theme music back again.
If only. Can I please get 10 rocket launchers and 10 machine guns at a shooting range, please? Thank you very much.
As we'll be having some new people that will start living with us. I'm sure you is a bit older than you, but again, I hope you'll all get along. Should be arriving either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I think Tech you cut out for me badly.
Got
Oh
a
shit!
name?
Everyone's cutting out for me. Wait,
Oh,
my
no.
internet's dying.
Does he
Oh,
have a
no.
name? Can you hear me?
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah.
I died.
Does he have a name?
Ah, Scott Summers.
Okay.
That motherfucker.
Is
Sorry, gut reaction.
what is? Are we allowed to ask what happened to him?
His family died in a plane crash recently.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we can help him get used to it here. Yeah.
There's one thing I wanted to talk with you. He has a delicate medical condition that I think he's quite sensitive about, and I would have appreciated if you can point it out or bring it up. You know,
That's fine. That's
Okay.
cool.
he has quite
Yeah.
sensible eyes, so you'll probably see him mostly wearing sunglasses everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. So like it's got like a photo sensitivity thing. That's what it is, right?
He nods. It's just that he is quite aware of it and has been made fun of plenty of times.
That's fine. We'll make fun of him. It's fine.
Yeah. He's gonna be a new member
Roommate,
of our
roommate.
weird family thing going on.
That he just nods and smiles.
Good, good, good.
Yeah, I mean, eventually tomorrow, car would drop by. As you see, yeah, this young man. I'm gonna post the picture, but if anyone laughs, I'm just kicking you from the call. This is the best one I could find for a young Scott.
Why would
person.
we? Why would we laugh, Grunt?
You'll see.
Is there a reason you didn't?
It's fine. This is fine. What would you laugh? This is actually fine, Grunt.
I was about to say, Grunt, were you so self-conscious of this photo? Is that why his young version is not in his assets on the conch?
This is a perfectly reasonable picture. I think the only inaccuracy is like the fucking goggles. Because I don't think you would have those, but like it's fine, Grunt. Yeah, it's fine.
He sort of, as he like introduces himself, like, hey, everyone, Scott. Pleasure to
Hello.
make your
Hi,
acquaintance.
Hi. That's Claire. That's Tatiana, Cynthia, Jack.
Hey, I'm Cynthia. Cynthia will then just introduce herself.
Yeah.
He'll shake each and every one of your hands. Glad to be here. Charles will let you kind of sort of show him around, and yeah, you do see he has this weird, like, fucking almost reddish tinted sunglasses, very dark red. As kind of show him around, and as he seems a bit closed off, but considering what he went through, that's what you would expect. As it's kind of the end of the month, in another few weeks. As far as you know, Claire, apparently your uncle has returned from tour.
Oh, is he in New
He's
York or is he
dropping
was visiting?
by.
Oh, nice.
As
But in the time, she would have like asked Logan some questions like, "Hey, how do you know each other? You and Frank?"
Logan is gonna be so like cagey with the answers, like, nah.
Oh, in that case, Claire will not be pushing. In that case, she would apologize and
Like,
say, "Like, I'm
listen,
not
we
pushing."
work together, and let's just leave it at that.
All right, in her Claire thinking, classified and traumatic, whatever. Not really matters. Yeah, Claire will not push in that case. Claire will say many times sorry to Logan because she feels bad for
But listen,
pushing
in
onto
these
him.
many months, Logan would be around here to like sort of teach you how to like fight better, and if you ask him to like shoot guns, he will show you how to shoot guns.
Oh yeah, Claire would actually.
There is a You can easily make an impromptu like shooting gallery in the backyard. But yeah, as Frank sort of arrives, you'll sort of probably greet him, I guess, right?
Yeah. Oh, Frank. Let's see why not.
So, how is everyone? How are you doing?
Good. We're doing good, actually.
Surviving.
The fresh air and the greenery helps.
Things have been going okay.
Good. Hey, listen. I thought I'm here. Maybe we can take a small road trip. Now, relax and wind a bit, catch up.
Going on happily along, yeah. Looking towards the others.
I mean, yeah, sounds like it would be fun.
Oh, yeah. I think that'd be cool.
Sure.
Do we want to ask?
Yeah,
No,
that's not.
Bob, he wants to go.
What was it? I'm sorry, Zaz. What did you say?
So, do we want to ask like Scott if he wants to go too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's all right with you, Mr. Castle.
No worries, there's room in the car.
Let's go ask him.
Yeah, I mean, you find Scott in his room sort of studying. This man is a even bigger nerd than Claire.
Okay,
Like-
Claire will just knock on his door.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Scott, you want to go on a road trip?
Like looks back at.
Come on, Scott. We have the best grades already. It's fine. It's not
Yeah,
a
but
nerd,
like
but
this is high school. Like I don't.
come on. One day will not kill you. If you don't want to go, it's fine, Scott. It's
Why don't you give me an ego roll?
no. It should not have been me.
You spoke up first.
I did speak up first.
Too late, yeah.
I know it's too late. Yeah. Ah.
Listen, it's just, I have to finish this. I'm sorry. Listen, brain check, okay?
It's fine. It's fine.
Sure, yeah.
As finally, sort of Frank's like, study, still school. It's not school hasn't even started. God, studying.
Scott's he really loves his grades.
Also, I think it helps distract himself from
Mm. Yeah. Oh.
He's kind of a Boy Scout.
Kind of rolls his eyes, but anyways, as you all get into the car and like start driving, yeah, you'll sort of ask how you've been, catching up a bit, and it says, by the way, how is everything all right with school? With anything weird happen around you recently?
I didn't notice anything.
Not really, no.
no, I think
Well,
it's fine.
What would you determine as weird?
He sort of kind of throws you like, there was like like sort of crumpled out newspaper in the front as you kind of read the there's a large it's not very good quality one, but it is a picture of I think someone dressed in a sort of costume hanging from like a ceiling. As yeah, it reads The Menace of New York.
That's
Who's that?
Apparently some guy beating up.
I didn't see anyone hanging from the sky.
Holy shit, Eddie was right.
Checked in on him, by the way.
How Grunt? I assume Tatiana, and I'm not sure what the rest, but has been trying to send letters, but I'm not sure if he gets any of those or responds to them in any way.
I'll be honest, he probably wouldn't have responded to any of them.
Yeah, I kind of figured as well. I kind of figured. You ask, how is he? He hasn't reached out.
Yeah. I think he ran away.
Oh,
Yeah, his dad was kind of in a bad mood. I asked some of the neighbors. I think he ran away a month or two after you. Not sure what happened to him.
Hope he's okay wherever he is.
Wow. I'm sorry.
So, right, you tried. Just most you can do, really.
With the nods, it's like the same tact as Claire says. So, well, high school is right around the corner, right?
yeah. Got ourselves signed up for classes and everything, so.
You excited for that?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah, homecomings and algebras and all that fun stuff.
There's a swerve suddenly as something hits the car. Insane speed. As it sort of tumbles several times. And as you kind of like lands to the sides, you kind of feel yourselves being pulled out as you're like recovering from the concussion. You can see there's this giant hulking man walking towards you.
What the fuck is that?
Is it the man in the business suit?
Oh, this man is dressed in no business. This man seemingly has this giant dome-like helmet covering his entire head. As he just sort of stands, and your uncle just looks completely freaked out, but like has managed to pull all of you out. As that's where we end off the session.